Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name is Christopher, and this is my Star Wars haul for April 2025, and I picked up quite a bit of stuff this month. Not so much collectibles and Funko Pops and stuff like that. A lot of artwork. I ended up going to Calgary Expo at the end of April here last weekend, and I picked up a bunch of art because the artwork at these conventions at Artist Alley, that's what I go for. That's what I enjoy seeing the most. I can get the collectibles elsewhere online or on Facebook Marketplace, local here in stores and such. So the artwork at these conventions are what I really go for. So there's quite a few local artists that I like to support and I love their work. So we'll get into that. But first, let's jump into the stuff that I was gifted. So if you don't know, the Star Wars Popcast, we kind of reshuffled things into Let's Talk Star Wars, which is our weekly, just casual chat about all things Star Wars. And we opened up our Christmas gifts, like, 4 months late? Basically, long story short, my gift from Lex got delivered to the wrong address. We tried to resolve that on both our ends. Nothing got resolved. So basically, we just decided to just go ahead and open up the stuff that we did get. Patrick, Lex, and I on our first episode of Let's Talk Star Wars. You can check that out to see what other gifts we all got. But let's start with what I got from Patrick. So from Patrick, I got this awesome Star Wars Popcast hoodie in purple, because those were our colors there. And it's got our logo with myself, Lex, and Patrick on here. So in Funko Pop form. So great hoodie. I'll definitely be wearing this in the colder months. It's a little warm right now. Kind of sweating in it right now, to be honest. But that's the first thing I got from Patrick. The next thing Patrick gave me as a gift, like as I mentioned, a late Christmas gift, it was a desk calendar, a Poptography 2025 desk calendar, and he put his images here, his fantastic Funko Pop, Star Wars Funko Pop images in this calendar. And there's a bunch of them. There's some great ones. There's Darth Maul there for the month of, what is that, March? And April was Captain Rex. We're going into May now, so we got the TIE Fighter pilot. So I'm really happy with this. I haven't had a desk calendar in quite a few years, so it's nice to have a calendar that I can just flip nearby. So that sits on my desk. So that's the second thing Patrick sent me for the gift. Next, he did include a couple stickers. So of course he had to include the Poptography branded sticker. He also sent me the New England Droid Builders sticker. He included a Darth Maul Christmas ornament, because Darth Maul is my favorite character. So really happy about that. He included a Darth Vader Star Wars Funko Christmas ornament, which is very cool. So I will have to make room on my Christmas tree. And then he also sent me a Rubik's Cube with some of his images on here. So we got Darth Maul, Ahsoka, Thrawn, Grogu, Darth Vader, and Boba Fett there. So really cool. I'm not going to try and mess this up because I'll probably never figure that out. But that's all the stuff I got from Patrick. Let's jump into stuff that I picked up for myself throughout the month of April, starting with a couple of art prints from one of my favorite artists here close to me in Edmonton, Paul Leroux art. So I picked up his newest piece, or one of his newest pieces, the Commander Cody with the 330, no, not the 332nd, what is this, the 212th Division, the 212th Regiment of Clone Troopers there. So I got that print, and then the print of Darth Vader / Anakin Skywalker with the cracked Vader mask from the Kenobi series. So those were his two newest Star Wars prints that he did, and I picked these up when I went to the Spring Geeky Market, like at the beginning of April. So these have been sitting here for a while, and these are just the start of my Star Wars art prints this month. So those were the first couple things I picked up for myself. The next thing is this Lego poly bag of the AAT, the attack tank from the Phantom Menace. So I saw this, where did I pick it up at? I think it was at the grocery store. It was like $5. So I had to pick this one up. I like my Lego mini builds, the microfighters, the the brick heads, you know, the smaller Lego sets. I haven't gotten into the larger ones yet, just because of space, but I figure I can fit this on the shelf somewhere. So I'm really excited to build that in one of the upcoming videos. Next up, I picked up, and I finally found it, and I wasn't recording a Star Wars haul. I should have, because I went to Walmart and I saw this guy on the shelf, the Darth Maul, the Epic Heroes Darth Maul figure, which I've been searching for quite some time if you've been watching my Star Wars toy hunt videos. But they had a few of them on the shelf. I picked up two. I'm going to hang one up, leave it carded, and I'll open the other one up. So I'll do a review on one of them. I just haven't decided which one has the better card yet, but I'll be doing a review on it, so stay tuned for that. So next up, my wife picked me up some stuff for our anniversary. We celebrated our 14th anniversary this past month, and she got me a few Star Wars things, Star Wars gifts on top of a couple other gifts that she got me for our anniversary. So I wanted to share these Star Wars gifts that she got me. So the first one, she did get me one of the Bounty Collection figures. So this is the young Ahsoka with the flower. So I do have a few of these figures in my collection, and they're small enough they sit on my shelf. They fit in there quite well. So I'm excited to do a review on this one, so stay tuned for that as well. The next couple things she got me a couple of the Epic Hero figure packs. So she got me the deluxe Paz Vizsla there. So he comes with like a big blaster, a jetpack, and stuff like that. And I like the style of these ones. They're very affordable. I think they're still under $10 up here in Canada, maybe a little over $10. And then she got me the 2-pack of Moff Gideon and Bo-Katan Kryze there. So I'll be doing reviews on both of these as well, so stay tuned for those. And then the last Star Wars item my wife picked up for me for our anniversary. It's something that I've had my eye on for the longest time. I see it at Walmart all the time. I've just been kind of a little too cheap to pick it up for myself, or there's stuff that I felt that I needed more. But she picked me up the Force Intelling Darth Vader, which I think is going to look so great on display. But also, it's Force Intelling Vader. You ask it questions, and it'll tell you,
"What is thy bidding, my master?" It is pointless to resist your fate.
So I'm really looking forward to opening this up. I'll probably do a video on this one as well. But I love how, like, again, the style of it. It's going to look great on the shelf on display. So I'm really happy with that. And again, I'll do a video on this one as well. So stay tuned for that. So next up, before we get into my Calgary haul, I did pick up some autograph plaques, or plaques to get autographed, from my man down in the US, AM Custom Plaques. Ariel does such a fantastic job on these plaques. So I ordered a few of them. So I'll show you two of them when I get to my Star Wars haul from Calgary Expo. But first off, he sent me with the 3 plaques I ordered this Darth Vader, this etched Darth Vader keychain with his logo on the back there as well. But that's just very cool. A nice little token of appreciation. I really appreciate that, Ariel, and I appreciate all the incredible plaques that you've made me over the past year, I would say, year and a bit, that I've been going to conventions and getting autographs, so I really appreciate that. So the first plaque that I had Ariel make me this time was the one for Daniel Logan, young Boba Fett, which I'll be getting signed when I go to Niagara Falls Comic Con at the end of May here, so really looking forward to that. And he did make me Warwick Davis one to get made a while back, so I'll be getting those 2 plaques signed when I go to Niagara Falls. And then now jumping into stuff from Calgary Expo last weekend. So sticking with the plaques, I got the John Boyega autograph on this plaque here, which I needed to have the Finn in the naked bubble water bubble thing there from The Last Jedi. I just thought that was a cool thing, and John Boyega loved that plaque. He loved that image there. He kind of chuckled at that one. So that was the first plaque I got autographed. And then the second plaque that I got autographed at Calgary Expo was the Adam Savage one. And again, I needed to have that second image there of Adam working on the prequels, specifically Episode 2, and then a later image and Adam Adam and I had a nice little chat when he signed that, and he was telling me that, that's like 20 years apart, those two images, which is crazy. So, um, really awesome work. Ariel does some incredible work on these plaques, and I'm very excited to add 2 more autographs to my collection. So next up I have, of course, my badge, my press badge for Calgary Expo here. And they switched up the coloring this time. I think the Vancouver one was green or blue, possibly. I can't remember. But the orange one was for Calgary this year. So that's my badge that we got. And then my photo op, I did the one photo op with John Boyega here. So that's the photo op, and that's the shirt I wore. I had that shirt made. My wife made that for me. It says Ray with as a quote with Finn Star Wars sequel trilogy, because that's the whole joke, is that Finn yells Ray a lot throughout the sequel trilogy. So again, the shirt, he really loved that shirt when I went up to him to get the autograph, and then when I went back for the photo op later, he just enjoyed seeing the shirt. He thought it was so funny, and he said he kind of joked and said that it was one of the lines that he had to do over and over and over again to get it right. So yeah, just an incredible guy to talk to as well. So that was my one photo op that I got at Calgary Expo. So before I jump into all the artwork that I picked up at Calgary Expo, first off, I picked up a couple of enamel pins while I was there. So the first one is the 332nd Clone Trooper there, and really nice quality too. I don't know why I don't collect more of these pins, because there's some really nice pins at these conventions as well. And then the next one is kind of like a retro looking Rebel Flight Academy is what that says. And I love the retro look to it, right, with the X-Wings and the colored streams behind them. So those are the 2 pins that I picked up while I was at Calgary Expo. One of my favorite artists, and one of the first artists that I started collecting Star Wars art from, back when I went to Edmonton Expo a few years ago now. The first Edmonton Expo I went to, and I started collecting her art because of her style. It's just so unique. So Gina Long Illustrations, she had her booth at Calgary Expo this year. She hadn't been at the last one, so I kind of missed picking up some prints from her. And she released some really incredible, some banger prints, and some new stuff too that I hadn't even seen on her Instagram yet. So she does the incredible stained glass. The characters have stained glass windows, and I have quite a few in my collection, but there were some that I needed to get, and I think I might have forgot to get one too while I was there, so I'll have to order some more. But the first one is the Queen, so Queen Amidala, and I love the red coloring, the red and yellow taken out of her outfit. You got the young Padme and Anakin in the top corner on this side of the window, and then you got the Palpatine and the Queen on the other side there. So that's the first one. The next one, Commander Cody, because I have the Rex one. So this is a Commander, and I think this guy's going to sit right next to Captain Rex. So you got a couple of images there. You got Commander Cody with Obi-Wan Kenobi in the top left corner, and then in the opposite corner you got Commander Cody holding the hologram of Emperor Palpatine or Darth Sidious there, executing Order 66. So that's an incredible print. The next one, had to get this one, Mando and Grogu, so the father and the son, which again, incredible coloring on this one. You got a couple of key images, so you got Mando holding Grogu, and then you got Mandalorian pointing at the pram where Grogu is sitting in. So that one's incredible. The next one, I had to get Ezra. Star Wars Rebels Ezra, the Liberator. You got the Loth Cat in the bottom. You got the Purgle there in behind him. You got the Loth Wolves in the top corners there. And again, the coloring. And then the last one I picked up, and as I mentioned, I think there's probably a couple more that I should have picked up and that I meant to pick up and then I forgot. But this is one that I hadn't seen before. So I have the other Ahsoka, but this one is the Ronin from the Ahsoka series. So you got the gold and blue representing the world between worlds there. She's got her white sabers and her Ahsoka series look. So I love that one. That one's probably one of my favorite ones there. So those are the 5 prints that I got off of Gina Long Illustrations. Definitely going to be picking up some more. Like I said, there's a couple that I forgot to grab while I was there, and I meant to. I had them on my list of ones that I wanted to get, but then I ended up forgetting to grab them. So hopefully I see Gina in Edmonton when Edmonton Expo happens in September. So hopefully, fingers crossed. Otherwise, I'll just have to order them off of her and have her ship them up to me later. But yeah, those are the incredible prints that Gina Long Illustrations did. So the last few prints I picked up off of a new artist that I found at Calgary Expo. I think he might have been there previously, but the art print that stood out to me, and this guy's name is David Huff. His username and stuff will be in the description below for you to follow him, and if you want to order prints off of him, definitely check him out on Instagram. It's Hectic Art by David Tuff. So this is the print that caught my eye. This half and half print of Ahsoka Tano and Asajj Ventress, and you don't see too much art of Asajj Ventress these days. So whenever I see something that is Asajj, I was like, oh man, yeah, that drew me in right there. The Asajj, the half Ventress. So I love the look of that. So really great job, David, as well. And then this print, this was one of his newer prints, so it's like a textile print. So I love that texture to it. So the next one, I picked up another half and half print, and that's one of the things he does with these Star Wars characters and other characters. Does these half prints there of half portraits of a good, like a protagonist and an antagonist. So you got Obi-Wan Kenobi, old Ben Kenobi, and Darth Vader there. So another awesome print. And then this next one, my favorite character, Darth Maul. And I had to get this one. I saw this one and I was absolutely stunned. I was blown away by this one. I just love the look of this one. And one of my favorite things about this one is how he did the little particles for the lightsaber blade there. It makes it stand out. It makes it look very, very anime, very animated. It gives it a nice look to it, but fantastic print of my favorite character, Darth Maul. So really happy with all the art prints. Really happy with everything that I picked up this past month. Really excited for May, because at the end of May, I'll be going to Niagara Falls Comic Con and picking up some more art prints, some more Star Wars art prints, and seeing some different artists, hopefully. I think there's going to be some artists that travel between all these cons, but there's going to be some artists that are local to the Ontario area and possibly some coming up from the States, which I'm really excited for. So May is looking like another art-heavy month for me, but let me know which item out of this month's haul was your favorite. Let me know down in the comments, and then click over here to check out more of my other Star Wars haul videos.